Days ago, because after Jimmy kidnapped Louis, the Italians put Sean in the hospital. So Jimmy killed Louis. To protect Jimmy, Tommy and Kevin killed Sal, the head of the Italian mob, and Huey, the head of the Irish mob. Oh yeah, then they had to get rid of Louis. Now, Nikki's charging Tommy a penalty for every day Louis doesn't come home. Gonna get expensive. Since then, the Irish mob boss's brother, Doki, was asking people what happened, and he didn't use that axe for chopping wood. Now, through all of this, Tommy still thought he could put everything behind him and maybe get Jenny Riley back. He should have known better.
I don't know what's harder to take, being out there with a contract out on me or this.
This, trust me.
It's not as bad as you think. And having people come after you. Where I come from, it's normal. And guys will kill you for looking at them wrong. Of course, when this happens, there's usually a fair amount of alcohol involved.
You have brothers?
Nope.
I have 3. Best damn brothers you could ask for. Kind of brothers that are always looking out for you. Even when you don't know they're looking.
Really?
They killed for me.
I kill for better conversation.
There are a lot of guys in my neighborhood who would still be alive today if they just shut up and gone to bed the night before. Then again, mornings can be pretty crazy, too.
Jimmy Donnelly. Should have known I'd find you puking in an alleyway.
Hey, Doug.
My guys were in the bar last night when you told that story about how your brothers killed for you. They enjoyed it.
What?
Yeah. My brother got killed. You know anything about that?
I don't know, Doug. If I did, I'd come to you. I really liked Huey.
Well, your brothers killed somebody. Come on, who'd they kill?
I don't remember what I said last night. I talk lots of crap when I'm drunk. My brother wouldn't even bail me out of jail, let alone kill for me.
Shut up. I'm trying to read. Besides, you said Jimmy Donnelly was in jail for armed robbery.
Yeah, right. But see, Kevin had gone to visit him. That's when Jimmy persuaded Kevin to persuade the witness not to testify.
Damn.
Which worked out, because Jimmy got out of jail.
Yeah. You better get yourself cleaned up. You can't pay your respects like this, right? You're coming to the wake, right?
Yeah, sure.
I want you to call our guys in the correctional unit, right? Now that Huey got killed, I want you to find out what time he was booked into the tombs. Because if that little punk is lying to me, I'm gonna find out.
Kate Farrell, Huey's widow. There wasn't one guy who hadn't fantasized about her growing up, including Tommy Donnelly.
That isn't her. Yeah, it is.
How'd you get naked photos of her?
Well, we have a thing going. We were in bed together. You know what? I think it is her.
Yeah, those are definitely her boobs.
I wouldn't have come by like this so early, unannounced, but what I have to ask should be in person. I want you to hold Huey's wake in your bar. Doki wants to have it in his place, and I know he won't do it right, so...
Well, if Doki wants to have it, maybe that'd be better for everyone. We'll throw it at the firecrackers, no problem. We'll do it right.
I'll make you out a check, is that okay?
No, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of everything.
Thanks.
Jenny Riley was determined to move on without Tommy Donnelly. In fact, she'd sworn off guys altogether. But Samson Dawlish wasn't just any neighborhood guy. He was different from Tommy in every way, except that he'd always had a thing for Jenny.
Threw in an extra dozen muffins.
Don't have to keep doing that.
Don't make a big deal out of it. You'll get me in trouble.
It's, $34.50. You see the picture of Huey?
Yeah, I saw it.
You know, he was my hook.
Huey, he got me this job.
Yeah. He was a good guy. Black, no sugar, right?
Thanks. Hey, not for nothing. With Huey gone, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have this gig, so, just keep the muffins between us.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you going to Huey's funeral?
Yeah.
Do you have a date? I didn't mean date. That sounds terrible. I mean, you know, maybe we could go together and get some coffee or something afterwards. Yeah, you know what? Forget it.
No, you're really sweet.
Oh boy, that doesn't sound good, does it? That's...
Oh, Samson, I can't.
Don't worry about it. I understand. I'll be seeing you.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's all empty.
Yeah, Jimmy's really let the bar slide.
Well, it helped if we didn't sit around all day drinking the stock. It's a bar. Are we supposed to have more than 2 beers?
Why are you so worried about it?
We're hosting Huey's wake tonight.
What?
Kate Farrell came by this morning. She wants the wake to be here.
Can I remind you that we killed her husband?
Shut up, Kevin.
And you said yes to this.
She didn't really give me much of a choice, okay? What happened to the food we had left over from the party last
Tommy,
week?
when am I gonna get a say in things?
There's a ham, meatballs, and half a turkey. The hell is this? Huh? It's unplugged.
I think Jimmy's using the outlet for his drill. He's building a birdhouse.
A birdhouse? Beautiful.
Where are all my damn guns?
Why do you need a gun, Jimmy? Did you catch a bird in your birdhouse?
At least I can build something. All you can do is screw everything up.
Did you see what you did to the food, Jimmy?
Why do you need a gun, Jimmy?
Because I gotta kill Doki. Thanks to my idiot brother, he thinks I killed Huey.
There's a shotgun here somewhere.
You talked to Doki? What'd he say?
I had 4 guns in here.
Yeah, I got rid of him.
You what?
I got rid of him.
No guns. Big Sean wants to take over the family. He just got us all killed.
Doki really thought you killed his brother, you'd be dead. He's asking everybody. He's fishing, Jimmy.
Here with us, he catches something.
You're in jail. You got an alibi. What do you got to worry about? You just got to get suited up, go to the funeral, put a rose on Huey's casket, and we're going to get through this day together. All right? Nobody's going to be suspicious unless we act suspicious.
Did you go to school to get that stupid?
Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. Get him a gun. Why don't you wave it around at Huey's funeral? Wave it around his wake. That's going to make us all look really innocent.
I'm gonna think the wake's a really bad idea, Tommy.
Well, you 2 idiots aren't actually thinking about going to Huey's wake, are you?
It's here.
You're lying.
Kate asked to throw it here. I said yes.
You gave away my ball for Huey's wake?
We don't got a choice. This is done.
You want to play big man, Tommy? You go ahead. Now, you're going to get out of my way.
You leaving too?
Nah, I'll help.
Really? We have no money, no food, no booze. What are you gonna do, Kevin?
I'll get the booze.
How?
Will you give me a little credit? You're not the only one who can handle things, Tommy.
Okay. Get the booze, Kevin.
Being in charge of stocking the bar is no small thing, which is why Kevin came to me for help.
This is crazy. Do we have credit? Do we have money? Do we even have a way to transport the alcohol if it were to fall from the sky?
Remember when we were kids and had a contest to see who could shut up the longest?
No. Who won?
Get the hell out.
Why?
Why don't I shoot you and then explain it?
Who shoots somebody with a gun in their pocket? You're stealing my cap? I know who you are. You're a Donnelly.
Yeah? Then you know that me and my brothers will beat you to a pulp if you report this. 6 o'clock, cab will be on this corner.
Listen, I'm here. I'm here. Because I'm crazy about you, baby.
Yeah. Don't tell me that, Jimmy.
If I was such a bad guy, would I bring you this?
Give it. You are such a jerk.
Jenny,
Hey, Tommy, what can I get for you?
I gotta ask you a favor. I would be asking if it wasn't some kind of an emergency.
What is it?
It's about Huey's wake. It's gonna be at the firecracker. But I only found out about it this morning, and we're completely out of food.
Wait a minute. You're throwing Huey's wake?
Yeah.
Please tell me you know how wrong that is.
Can we not talk about this right here?
Don't you feel anything?
Do me a favor, okay? Don't tell me what I'm feeling. I promise to throw the wake. I can't change that. So you gonna help me or not?
It's for Huey's family. How can I say no?
Thanks, Jenny.
Yeah.
Hey, Ma. Have you seen Jimmy yet?
Not yet. Half of me hopes he won't show up. I love your brother, but we don't need his kind of trouble. Not today. God, I hope it isn't a long mess. We have to get back to Sean in the hospital.
Ellen.
You go ahead. I'll see you inside.
Hey, Jenny, how are you?
Okay. Hey.
Hey.
Tommy. You wanna say hi, Maddie?
Hey, Matthew. You taking care of your mother? Yeah?
Tommy lost his dad, too, when he was around your age. He knows what it's like.
I understand it was my sister-in-law who asked you to hold a wake.
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't have had it in such a dump. That's just me.
I don't want to cause any friction in the family.
There's no friction. Like you said, he was my husband.
Hey, Matt. You want to go meet some of your daddy's friends? Real quick? Come on, I'll take you. They came a long way to pay their respects. Would you mind? Thanks, Tommy.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on and follow your mother.
How you doing, kid?
Somebody tell you you're welcome here?
You working on this Friday's payment, I hope?
Yeah, it would be if I owed you any money.
You know, Nicky. I didn't know you know Tommy.
Yeah, we're old friends.
Really? You'll have to tell me about that someday. Don't you need to go find your brothers?
Yeah.
Nice suit.
I'm on my way to Sal's funeral.
Sure you're real broken up over that turn of events, huh?
Came to pay my respects to your brother.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
My boss is under the impression that we have a deal. Now he's wondering why you're not living up to your end.
What happened to the paying your respects part of this?
I just said a silent prayer. How about the deal?
You stop you right there, okay? It's my brother in here. I was told him the biggest mistake he ever made was working with you Italians. But he didn't listen to me. And that's why he's in here. May I show you out?
Mom, a few words with my nephew before we get started.
Okay, Matthew?
Why wouldn't it be okay? Come on.
Are you okay?
No?
Is there anything I can do?
Maybe you could sit with us. With me and Matthew.
I'd be honored.
I know you're young, buddy. But you're still a man. So I don't want to see you crying in there, okay? I don't have a son of my own, Matt. So I'm looking to you to make me proud. I want you to walk in there, standing tall with your head held high. So your daddy would have wanted it. And you're a pharaoh. And pharaohs don't wear their hearts in their sleeve. All right? Do you know what that means? It means you don't go showing the world how you feel. Keep it locked up real tight. Right in here. Okay? That way people can't take the good pieces away from you.
Hey, I didn't see you there.
Hi. Hey, I just wanted to say about asking you out. I didn't mean any disrespect.
No. It was just, you know, with all this Huey stuff, I just need to get clear on some things, and it just wasn't the right time.
Does that mean it might be the right time?
I'm gonna turn around now.
I want to word with you. I know.
Well, the father's up there. Here's what I want you to think about. I know that my brother came to talk to you in the hospital. I know they sent his driver home. They called a cab. And then he went straight to South, alone. And he wouldn't do that, Tommy. So that tells me you know why.
I wish I did. I wish I could help you.
And I believe you.
Let us stand and share Christ's welcome with one another.
Get my money from the Mick?
Allo was Nicky's boss. He was upset about losing Sal. But losing the deal Sal had with Huey, that upset him a whole lot more.
I give him a little more time, considering it's his brother's funeral and all.
So you figure all business stops because of a funeral? What's this, a birthday party?
I have it tomorrow.
Go talk to them.
Hey, be a little careful there, jerk-off.
All of a sudden, he's cozy with the Irish?
You're not gonna let up, are you?
He's a first-class scumbag. He put Sal in that box. I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Maybe. For now, let's see what kind of earner he is.
You know, this never would have happened if Tommy didn't get me thrown in jail.
You come here without my money, and this is all you bring me.
What do you have to go and kill Huey for?
Tommy killed Huey. Huey Farrell?
I never would have done anything that stupid. It was the Italians that beat up Sean. It was the Italians that were coming after me, not the Irish. Now we got Doki gunning for our ass.
Would you calm down?
You know, if Tommy would just listen to me and stop trying to run things. This was between me and the Italians. Tommy wants me to go to a funeral. You got a nice dress?
I always thought I'd like to drive a cab. Are you nuts? 20 hours in a confined space being told what to do by the kind of people who can't even afford a car? Here we go. Where did they keep the liquor?
Don't know.
I thought you said you waited here.
No, I applied. Bastards wouldn't hire me on account of my sketchy employment record. Crap. All we got here is Juwan. We allowed to drink this stuff?
Who wouldn't allow you, Kevin?
I don't know. If it's unholy or something.
It's fine.
And it's alcohol too, right?
Yeah, only it's rabbi-approved alcohol. What are you guys doing? I was gonna jump in, but I saw that you had him.
Let us pray for the peaceful repose of the soul of Hugh William Farrell, for his beloved wife, Catherine Regina Farrell, his son, Matthew William Hugh Farrell, his brother, Derek Timothy Farrell. We pray to the Lord. Lord, hear our prayer.
Put it on.
I'm not wearing a tie.
You need to wear a tie. Dad's dead.
What's the problem?
Uncle Huey, Jimmy's not gonna wear a tie.
My dad never wore a tie.
Your dad wore a tie on days like today. Put it on. Your mother's waiting. Let me see this. There you go. Nice suit.
Thanks, Uncle Hugh.
You know what? Maybe it's time you stop calling me uncle. You're a man now. Men call each other by their first names. Try it. What's my name?
Huey.
There you go. Okay? You know what else men do? They take care of their mom and their brothers, no matter what.
How was Huey to know that one day that little bit of advice would be that thing that got him killed?
And now a member of Hugh's family would like to say a few words.
I'll do it, sweetheart.
What?
Just let me do it. Stay here. Huey and I, we didn't spend as much time in church as we should have. But Huey was a God-fearing man. He was a good father. He was a good husband. He was a damn good boss. And what happened to him is a sin. And I'm not gonna forget, for me or for my brother, that I have to make this right. As God is my witness, I will make this right.
There's a light across the water. There's a sound across the sea.
The Lord is my salvation and my life. Whom shall I be afraid? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Whom shall I fear? One thing have I asked of the Lord, that will I seek after.
You know him?
That I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life.
I think it's Jimmy Donnelly.
It's good what you're doing with the Irish.
Just looking for a bathroom.
I'm gonna cut it off.
You're real smart, Nicky. Make sure the feds get a nice shot of you doing it, too.
Leave it up. Let's go.
Thanks for doing this, Shay. This is quite a spread.
Oh, hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Good. Samson, thanks for helping us out.
Hey, oh, it's my pleasure.
Samson, can you bring me the mustard and potato salad, please?
got a fare?
22 East 24th. Get those inside.
All right.
I'm not taking any more fares.
22 East 24th.
What's the matter with you? You didn't hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. What kind of a retarded cabbie doesn't want to take somebody across town?
I'll show you what kind. You should treat cab drivers with more respect.
Kosher. Thanks, I'm glad I trusted you.
It's alcohol and it's free. What more do you want?
We're gonna need some scotch, and a lot of it, but we're not gonna be able to pay for it just yet.
Get out of here.
I think you're gonna want to give it to us.
Oh, yeah? And why is that?
Because your daughter has a crush on Kevin. He's gonna date her if you don't. Hey, everybody, we got scotch! If Doki asks you anything, we stick with what we agreed. We were in the hospital all night.
What's going on?
Doki's trying to put some things together. Jimmy's shooting his mouth off is not helping us.
Where the hell are the guns, Tommy?
Relax, I'm only telling you this so we can keep our story straight.
You know, I have trouble talking when I get nervous. I always think so hard about what I should be
Kevin.
saying. I say the wrong thing.
Stop thinking. Get a drink, okay? We're gonna take care of this. You're drinking?
Huey would have been happy with this.
Yeah, turned out okay, huh?
Can't believe I'm gonna ask you for one more thing, but would you mind saying a few words later about Huey? I know Doki spoke in church, but between you and me,
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
I know if you say something, it'll come from your heart.
Sure. Yeah, sure, I'll say something if you want me to.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Sean to wake up.
Well, thanks for staying with her, but he shouldn't have more than one visitor at a time, and I'm here now, so...
Okay, sure. You'll tell him I was here?
Of course.
Change the scenery, you're free, but there's never one way to roll. So find a way to take a picture.
How you doing?
I'm not gonna cry.
You can cry.
Uncle Doki said I shouldn't.
Scared you, huh? You know how Doki got his name, right?
No.
You ever heard of the song, The Hokey Pokey?
Yeah?
Your Uncle Derek was the king of the Hokey Pokey. So everybody called him Hokey Pokey Doki. What you think of that next time you see him? You won't be so scared, huh?
Jenny.
Yeah.
Forget this. Can I talk to you for one second?
Yeah, sure. Service was beautiful.
Thank you. I want to ask you about the night that Huey died. You were at the hospital with the Donnellys, right?
Yeah.
Were you there when Huey got there?
Yeah, I was. He brought a pie. He took it to the waiting room.
You always bring the pies, right? Did you hear anything that Tommy and Huey were talking about? Anything?
No.
How long did you stay at the hospital?
All night. You know, Tommy, the family, just waiting to hear about Sean.
Tommy was there the whole night?
Mm-hmm.
What about Kevin?
Kevin, yeah.
Don't look. But Jenny's talking to Doki. What do you think she's saying?
Well, she's probably offering her condolences, Kevin.
They looked at me.
So? Take it easy, Kevin. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
I'm just trying to piece together the last moments, you know, that's all. Because none of this seems right. None of it.
Would you excuse me for a minute?
Sure.
Thanks.
You okay? Need something to eat?
Are you saying I'm drunk?
No.
Now, you're the one person, the only person I thought would never make me feel this bad. Maybe I can understand what happened that night. Because of Sean. Because you felt you had no other choice. But Huey? Why did you have to kill Huey?
If you really believe what you said about loving me, you gotta stop asking. You just trust me. That night is done.
You said everything was gonna be okay. I wanted to believe it. But it's not. So I have to try wanting something else.
Hey, everybody! You enjoying my ball? Welcome. Hey, Doki. Your brother, man. Bummer. Came to pay respects. Condolences.
This isn't gonna be good.
Play shots. Right over here.
There are a couple of things you need to know about the Irish. I forget the first. But the second thing is this. They don't believe that death is the end. They think it's about resurrection. And what is more life-affirming than sex? Hey, I've been watching you all night.
I'm not that drunk.
Okay, you're in mourning. I get that. Hey, I've been watching you all night. How's it going?
Firecracker. I mean... Hold on.
Who is it? Where you going? Who the hell is this? Who is that? Stokey. Stokey, call him. He was just here. He's still here. He's in the basement. He's calling us from our own basement. He wants us to join him. Is he out of his mind? Jenny's down there with him.
The only thing worse than having someone threaten you is having them threaten the person you love most. How Doki knew that Jenny was the one for Tommy? I don't know. But he knew. I don't think I've ever seen Tommy Donnelly look that scared.
going on, Doc?
Thanks, sir. Who's your other brother?
He had to run off.
That doesn't look good, does it?
He's scared.
I guess I can understand that, you know?
You should go. Jimmy, take her upstairs. You take her upstairs.
No one's taking anybody upstairs.
You want to tell us what we're doing down here?
Shut up, Jimmy, okay? It was funny. There's all these people right up there. And we're down in here just a few feet away. Something totally different going on, you know? And then none the wiser. It's funny how that works. You know, you guys could wind up dead tonight. I just say that I was at a wake. I mean, it's the truth. I got witnesses. You know? Hey, you ever find yourself in a situation, Tommy, with your brothers that people could have swore you were there? You know? And yet you were doing something else?
I needed to leave, Ducky.
I'm fine right here.
She's good. I know you killed Huey. I don't know how you did it, but I know you killed him. You were the last one with him, Tommy. And you, big mouth, shooting your mouth off in the bar that your brothers killed for you. You got a big mouth, Jimmy. You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. But I do know one way to get to the truth. Jimmy, would you do me a favor? Put your leg up there.
Stop this.
You was in the tombs when your brother was killed, Doki.
Yeah, I know. That's really good. I would have thought of that, too. Now, would you put your leg up there, please? It's your bum leg, isn't it?
You better leave me dead, Dope. Because I'm going to stick this stump straight down your throat.
You got it. It's a promise.
You want to know what happened? Do you? I want her out of here.
Sure. Take her upstairs.
I leave here, I call the police.
She's not going to call the police with us down here.
Hands off.
Please. It's okay. Was someone gonna do something? Because my leg's getting tired.
Shut your mouth, okay? And you got one chance to tell me the truth.
We called you because we screwed up. And the Italians are coming after us.
You screwed up how?
I'm getting a cramp. Stay down.
Put guns on me. You are dead.
And you were acting so friendly.
You want a gun? Take it.
Oh, that's real smart, Tommy.
I'm good with my axe, Tommy.
We needed your brother's help because we killed somebody. Okay?
You needed my brother's help. Who did you kill?
Italian, you don't need to know.
Tommy, don't tell me what I need and what I don't need to know, okay?
It was someone who wanted Kevin dead. He owed this guy money and he couldn't pay. It was an accident, but it doesn't make him any less dead. Huey came to the hospital. He said he had a connection with Sal and he tried to help. So last time we saw him.
So you killed somebody, it just wasn't Huey. Is that what you're saying?
You were sitting right where you were.
What'd you do? You shoot him?
Yeah.
Well, shooting makes a mess. Earl, roll over there and put your fingers in that drain, please.
To the drain?
Earl, the drain.
And this is the way life works sometimes. If they hadn't killed Louis downtown, they would have been dead right then and there.
Put the gun down, Johnny. Put it down. Oh, we're good here, Doki.
You ever point a gun at me again and I will hack you in half. While you're screaming, you got it?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
Yeah.
You still okay with saying something?
Yeah.
If I could, get your attention, I want to say a few words about Huey.
I think if you can remember what a person meant to you and hold on to that feeling, I think you can survive a time like